What's going on, everybody? It's Alpha here, and we are back playing some Battlefield 6. I guess today's the last day of playing Sabotage, so we're going to go ahead and play that. Also, there's some things I want to talk about with the Battlefield updates, especially the anti-cheat. Shockingly, there are some numbers and some great news that is happening. So, if you guys do like the content, make sure to drop a like, and yeah, and let me know what you guys think in the comments about the whole anti-cheat system and everything with Battlefield. So, while we're on the cusp of doing that, or on the verge of talking about those things, let's go ahead and let's check out. We do have one weapon that we're going to be going for, which is going to be the L110. All right, so we're going to be working on the L110. We got it to level 48. I've been knocking these out on streams pretty much. The other weapon that you guys have been seeing is the M60. I've been working on this weapon as well. This is going to be the next one that we're going to try to get to mastery 50. The reason why is like the process of doing this is getting all the weapons that are rate of fires like that are pretty low, get those knocked out of the way, because it's just like very difficult with tracking, especially when I use the UMG 40. It was so difficult because the rate of fire was so low. It's like you can't really beam people when they're like running across the screen. Like some bullets are going to miss, and sometimes you just get turned on and get beaten by M4s, MP7s, which is a given, like the 6P 67 cord assault rifle, things like that. So I'd rather just get these knocked out of the way, and then after, when we're done with all the slow weapons, I don't know, I might just do all of the LMGs and then work over to snipers, because snipers going to take a long time to do, and then afterwards like probably do DMRs and then go into like ARs, carbines, and SMGs. Yeah, this MP40 was a pain in the butt to get. If you guys have seen the last video, you guys totally know. If you guys haven't seen that video, make sure to go check out that video. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna use the M110. We're at 48, and we're gonna go ahead and let's play some Sabotage, because today's the last day. Also, we did get to level 100 last night on the stream, and also want to let you guys know about the streams on Twitch. We are getting close to pushing partner. We actually have the 6 out of 6 consecutive days for the first month, so now we're just waiting for next month. We have to pretty much repeat the process, and I think those 6 days from the first 30 days are going to go transfer down, and we have to just keep constantly getting those average 75 viewers. So I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me over there and just, you know, chopping it up, talking about Battlefield and everything. So all right, so we're playing Sabotage at Blackwell Fields, misfire. Oh goodness, and we're defending. So let's go ahead and let's just talk about the anti-cheat. So I did see a tweet that Battlefield came out with information about their anti-cheat that's coming, or their anti-cheat that's already out, and they were talking about multiple things like, you know, the MIR, which is the match infection rate, basically cheaters in a match, or the possibility of running into a cheater in the match. All right, are we going to get okay, there we go, 16 players, cool. Yeah, out of the first few days of Battlefield 6, so after the launch, it was only like 98%. It was up to 98% of cheaters free, which is really good. I'm not gonna lie, that's like the best news we heard in just like live games in general, because you like, I mean, you rarely hear anything like that. Oh shoot, I forgot I have smokes on. And I'm not even using any of my defense stuff. Oh my goodness, that's not good. Got him. I found this random build on Twitter. Yeah, I found this random build on Twitter, and I'll share the build with you guys later on. But it's actually pretty nice. Using the apparently using the CQB suppressor is like it. So I was like, oh, okay, this is nice. I'll say, oh, running ammo. Reloading TikTok. Ah! All right, we got to 49. Yes. Where am I? 7? Okay. I'll take that. I'll take 7. But yeah, the first week, 98% cheater free. So that means there was roughly around 2% that was only consisting of cheaters, which was interesting. So it's like almost slim to none. I bet you I ran into a few cheaters and just haven't really noticed it. I don't know. You know, I actually never realized that this box was right here, like in the back of the truck. I didn't know that. That's actually pretty interesting. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm like, ooh, candy. Got it right behind that car, and I'm just sitting there shooting like an idiot. But yeah, it's like amazing. It's amazing to see, because like rarely with the gaming industry, you like, especially live service games, you barely hear anything about, you know, anti-cheats or anything like that. So it's like really cool to see, like, you know, to get somewhat of transparency. And I don't care, I will die on this hill, I will still say it. I have to say, X-Defiant is, I believe, is the sole reason why we actually have transparency when it comes to video games. Oh, I got you. Oh shit. I believe like that's the reason why we have transparency in live service games now, because before we weren't even getting any of this information at all. Not even not even a fraction of it, which is very, very, very interesting. Oh, do you need ammo? Oh wait, no, you don't need ammo. I'm actually amazed I didn't kill him. Do I need to slap on the other scope? I probably have to. Let's do the scope. Where are you at? Where are you at? A little cheeky scope. Where are you going? Where are you at? Oh, let's try it 5 times. Oh, that should have been a good old death. Rushing left side. Gotcha. Also, prone is your best friend when it comes to some of these things, some of this cover. Oh, that's that. We got 10 kills. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Going in the open beta, which was cool because like this was already implemented. We already know this stuff was already happening. It was already implemented. With the open beta, we did see like it was around 6%, but over time it started going down to like 2 or even close to 1%, which is actually really, 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 really cool to see with Battlefield and the anti-cheat. Go ahead and just fire on these. Really line that thing up. Overall, I believe the cheat attempts, I think this is during the beta. I could be wrong on this. Yeah, I could be wrong on this. Is like with the open beta, there was roughly 1.2 million cheat attempts ranging from 93.1% to 98% that were blocked. And then when the game actually came out, it bumped up to a total of 2.39 million or 2.4 million, which is insane. A lot of vendors, cheat providers, things like that, they were complaining about, you know, the cheat's not working, and they actually had to explain like to people saying, hey, like, you know, we have to shut down, or, you know, we can't do anything at the moment because of like how good Javelin is doing, which again is phenomenal. I'm loving that these issues are happening, and you know, the cheaters are like actually dealing with like struggle and everything. Usually I'm using my rocket launcher, but yeah, usually I'm using a rocket launcher, but it is what it is, man. And we know all of that is with the secure boot that has been happening. Ooh, excuse me. Got it. Nice. That dude just decided to walk right into my shots, and he took a headshot while I destroyed the box. Sick. Oh man. That's insane. So we got a good, I know we got a good amount. We got to 49. I know that for sure. We probably got to like 49 and a half, maybe. Who knows? We shall see. Kills. We got 13 kills. Now, I will say I kind of have a liking to this gun. Let's see. All right, 49. Okay, 49 and some odd stuff. Even though the map designs and stuff when it comes to this mode are kind of off, or actually not kind of off, they are off. I'm still going to miss this. I'm still gonna miss this mode. Ah, that's what it was. I'm sorry. Correction. When it came to the launch, or during the open beta, 1.2 million cheat attempts were prevented, and it went from 93.1% to 98%. And then when the launch happened of Battlefield 6, it was a total of 367,000 cheat attempts were prevented. And that's what set it over to the 2.39 million, which is actually very, very, very interesting. All right, let's take out that 5. Let's do, actually, no, I like that 5. Let's put this one on. I don't like the circle thing. It's weird. What if I run NG? Can I NG this? You guys know me. You guys know I love being engineer. Oh, come on. One of these days, people are gonna be like, hey, I know this dude's YouTube videos. I believe for this, when it comes to just getting XP for your weapon, I think it's just if you do damage and get points with it. Like, okay, I'm out of ammo. I tried. All right, I'm gonna kill myself, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go ahead and go back to playing engineer, but also use the rockets, because then I'll have ammo and everything too. All right, there you go. I wonder if I take out that stretcher. There we go. Okay, so yeah, if you take out the corner of that little awning area, it destroys like 4 or 5 of them. You gotta be. They need, hold on, how many? I have 9. Get my team left. All right, well, let's go ahead and leave this one. I was like, I'm taking out the right side, but I was like, what's going on with the left? The B and A we just weren't even touched. I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Very, very interesting. 190 cheat vendors were just like, hey, we can't do anything, can't fix anything. And it's, to me, again, it goes back to like people cheating. I don't understand the point of, I don't understand the point of cheating. I really don't. You're paying for a program to basically do everything for you. You're not really paying, you're not really playing the game. So I don't understand the point of it. I really don't. If somebody can explain that to me in the comments of like the point of cheating in a game, I'd love to know. People are probably like, what the hell is this guy doing? Man, but how's everybody else's day? You know? It's Monday and everything like that. Oh, by the way, I've been streaming at midnight instead of like 11 p.m. just because of like the whole Twitch algorithm that's going on, like with doing this partner push and stuff. Like it will say like I have 10 viewers the day before, like say if I stream today, like on a Monday, right? At 11, it will say I have like 10 viewers that first hour. And then like the next day will count as, you know, if whatever, like 75, 85, 100, whatever. So I found out that I should be doing it on one specific day. like do it all on a day instead of like going from 11 to whatever, like 4 at least for the partner push type of thing. And after that we can do some adjustments. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's find another. Also, EA or Battlefield, they came out talking about cheaters. I know there's a lot of people that are cheating. We're playing this again. There's a lot of cheaters that are, you know, posting clips on YouTube or on Twitter and things like that. People making videos, live streaming, and they were like, we're already tracking that, which is, I think it's funny. They're like, we're already tracking it. We're just either they're banned already or they're on the verge to be banned. And it's like, all right, damn. And I know a lot of people would think, oh, why don't they just ban them like right there and then? If I recall, there was like something with Rainbow Six Siege. They were talking about the same thing, where if you were to if you were to ban somebody like right there and then, like say for instance they purchased the cheats or the cheats just came out and they detected the cheat and they banned them right there and then, that would cause an issue, or like the cheat providers would know like, okay, so we have this cheat or this software right here that detected, so then they can find a workaround to it, instead of just the other way where they could just instead of doing like what Battlefield is doing. It's easy to be detected and things like that, or not easy to be detected but easy to like find a workaround, compared to Battlefield where there's like, we'll just ban them when we feel like it. Like obviously it's like probably like in a certain window, maybe I would suspect. Yeah, I would suspect it'd be like in a certain time or certain window is when they would ban the account. I know that Call of Duty and Apex Legends and like a lot of other games and stuff where they have those, like where they have like obviously, you know, anti-cheat stuff, they do like ban waves. I noticed I've seen a lot of that. I've seen the ban waves and stuff, which is nice. It's nice to see, like, you know, them have, yeah, I've seen like the ban waves and stuff like that happen, and that's what they're trying to do when it comes to cheats and things like things of that nature. They're like, all right, we got like a ban wave and everything that is happening, that's going on, which is helpful or not helpful, type of thing. I'm not gonna lie, aim 62 on that one. I thought I got multiple kills on that one. Oh, also I know that like, they have been talking about hardware earlier where, you know, obviously there's like people that are using Cronus Zens and other things, other hardware. And we did hear about Battlefield Studios talking about what they're going to do to combat against that. So they're trying to work with Microsoft for Xbox and then also for PlayStation, where you have to use like Xbox authenticated controllers, PlayStation authenticated controllers. So I guess like no third-party off-brand type of things. I think scuffs are fine because I mean that's what I'm using. I'm using the Scuff Instinct Pro, and as long as it's like an official, thing, then it's totally fine. So as long as it's okay, it's approved, then totally fine. Now my thing is, I don't know, there's some people that use Zims, which are input for like a keyboard and mouse input for the consoles for like PlayStation and things like that. So that I wonder about. I do. I really wonder. Let me see if I can I let's see where we're at on this one. Yeah, a good amount. Oh, we're like right there. Okay, so the next game, if it's a really good game, then we should be able to get it. Oh, and we got the Briar shot already. Oh, yes, people are saying Zims are, which are like, I guess like an adapter that you plug into an Xbox, a PlayStation, and you can play mouse and key. And I think you still get all the input and fixings and everything like that of like a controller, but obviously you're playing on mouse and keyboard, so you get like the aim assist and everything like that. I don't know if that's considered cheating. Let me know in the comments if you guys think that is still considered cheating or not. But I know Cronus is like, you know, you have scripts and everything like that. Obviously, if you're an FPS player, you've heard that term before of scripts and Cronus Zens and things like that. But the way how they're combating it is, if you have if you do not have like a, you know, like an official controller, like an Xbox controller, a SCUF controller, I think Battle Beaver is okay too, or like a, you know, PlayStation, like, you know, controller or anything like that, probably you'll get banned, or there'll be like no input is detected and you have to like use like an actual input type of thing, which would be cool. I guess people would try to ban, like, if you try to tamper with the system, then yeah, do a ban. But if it's like, say for instance, you plugged in, I don't know, you plugged in a Cronus Zen or something, and you plugged your PlayStation controller in, or your official Xbox controller, like one of those in, and what happens is, like, if they're like no device no input device is detected, that'd be fine. But then if they like try to plug it, like try to unplug it and plug it in, do the same thing and be like, warning, unwanted hardware is connected, like please disconnect and connect correct hardware. That'd be kind of cool. And then if they do it the third time, then just ban them. Like I wouldn't mind that. I honestly wouldn't. But it's cool that they're actually doing hardware detection, because I remember the last thing I saw with hardware detections of like quote unquote cheating was when Valorant was on Xbox, and they put Valorant on Xbox and everything. And if you were to plug in a keyboard and mouse, immediately you got banned. Like you would get hit with the red screen, and everything would be like, oh, a cheater has, you know, the game has stopped because the cheater has been detected, you know, type of thing. Which I could kind of see that. Over time, they did say that they are going to be improving their anti-cheat system. Obviously, not saying what they're going to be doing. I understand, because you don't want to give cheat developers, cheat providers a tipping hand, I guess you would say. Like you don't want that to happen. Shoot the leggies. Shoot the leggies. Very, very, very smart on their part. Now, what do I think about this whole thing with the anti-cheat? First of all, it's really good. Great news we haven't heard in a very, very, very long time. And there we go. We got it at 50. Sweet. But yeah, I think like every studio should be, you know, very informative with the communities. Like, I'm not trying to knock Call of Duty or anything like that. I'm not trying to do all that. But it's just, it would be nice just for game community, like just the game studios and the communities, like being able to talk to each other, being transparent with everything, not lie, not just make stuff up just to try to get sales and everything like that. It would just be nice to see something like that. Oh, the other thing is they need to stop spending money on all this other BS and everything, like, and just like really put money aside. Like, you know how they put money aside to like marketing and stuff like that. They didn't really need to put money aside for an anti-cheat system in their team. They really need to, because that's awful. Like, it's awful to see like the game industry having to come down to something like that, right? Yeah, huge improvement on the numbers. When I mean by huge improvement on numbers for anti-cheat and stuff, like, I mean with every game that has an anti-cheat, which should be like every single damn game that is out, they should literally have like numbers saying like what is going on. I don't care, good or bad, like at least the people know and they're not being lied to or like hiding information from them, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather have the information of a game not doing so well with the anti-cheat to find out, hey, this is the reason why there's so many cheaters. Okay, they clearly, instead of having like, obviously it's common sense having that an anti-cheat, like, you know, an anti-cheat is not working if there's people running rampant and cheating, right? So it's still good to have that transparency, saying, hey, like, there's an issue that's going on with the anti-cheat, like, you know, we had to do some adjustment with anti-cheat and it's not working right now, and it's like, okay, that's the reason why, you know, there's a lot of cheaters or something. Obviously the anti-cheat basically it's just not working. I will say, when there are bans that happen, I know people have been banned on the EA app and things like that. Does that apply to Steam? Like, say for instance, that person, you know, gets banned on EA and they go over to Steam or they go over to Xbox or PlayStation and they make an account and everything like that. It's technically ban evasion because it's the same perpetrator. But the thing is, what happens there? Like, do you guys cross-reference like email or something along those lines and ban the person? Or do you just have to wait for them to, you know, cheat on that certain hardware as well to where you, or account, I guess you would say, and ban them that way? Like, that's something I'd always want to know. Now, before we go, let's go ahead and let's take a good look at this this weapon. And there it is. The Unstoppable Force, the L110. Ooh, beautiful. In all of its glory. It looks so amazing. I'm so glad that they put the inspection in here. I'm so glad that they did it. It's really cool. But yep, that's it for the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about the whole Javelin anti-cheat. You know, what's your take on it? Do you guys think it's doing very well? Do you think it's just not enough? Another thing is, do you think that other companies and studios should actually, you know, look at Battlefield's, you know, Javelin system and, you know, adapt that to their game? Who knows? Because I know there's some of them that really need to update their anti-cheat and not just do a secure boot in TPM 2.0. Like, they need to do a little more. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about the whole anti-cheat thing. Okay. I appreciate it. It's Alpha. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Peace.